Hey friends, so today we're going to be getting ready together. I wanted to play more with my Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, except I wanted to do something more with like the greens down here because I just think they're really pretty, and I want to do something that's more fall. Not super warm today, but at the same time I don't want it to be like super natural either, so we're just going to see what we come up with. I don't really know what I'm doing. First I'm going to take the shade Creamsicle right here, which kind of reminds me of like a Makeup Geek chickadee in a way. If you have that eyeshadow or heard of Makeup Geek, I'm sure everyone has. It reminds me of Makeup Geek chickadee. And we're just applying this back and forth as a transition. I like to use circular motions as well, because not only will that blend the product, but it's also easier to kind of diffuse it and place where you want it. Since this is a transition, you don't want it to be super intense. For the crease, I'm going to take Pukey right here, which is basically like a baby pukey brown, and we're basically just going to apply that directly in our crease. We go back and forth, and then also too in windshield wiper motions, just to make sure that these two colors blend really nicely. And then I will go back in with my brush that I use for my transition shade, and just to kind of blend out the edges so they're not super harsh. I'm gonna go in with the shade Buns right here, and I'm gonna apply that over Pukey. I like using multiple colors in my crease. I don't like using just one, especially with this palette, because there's so many beautiful colors that I just kind of like to mix and match and create my own. So we're just gonna put this directly over Pukey and just blend those two together. For the lid, I'm gonna take this color right here, which is called Diva, I believe. Yeah, I have like the little name card sitting next to me, but it's in the shade Diva, and it's like this beautiful, just olivey sea green, and I'm just gonna apply that to my lid. Oh, it's so pretty. That's with no Fix Plus, no setting spray. That's like a completely dry brush. I love that. I don't even need to wet that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And we're just gonna apply this all over the lid. For the outer corner, I'm going to take the shade Enchanted, which is the matte kind of forest green, and we're going to apply this in our outer corner, and then we're also going to apply it in the very lower crease as well. I love it. And then we're just going to apply it in the lower crease underneath those crease colors. And then we will go in and blend it out with no additional product on our brush. So how I blend it is I will just go in circular motions and back and forth motions. I have no additional product on this brush right now. We're just blending, and then I will go in with those crease colors and just blend out the edges. To add a little bit of depth in the very outer V, I'm going to take the shade Abyss, which is basically the dark black, and on a small little brush I'm going to just define the outer V, and this will just give it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of smokiness in that area. We will go in and blend it out, but just to give it a little bit of something, you know. So I applied primer already. I used my Maybelline The Blurring and Illuminating. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Buff Bisque. If you guys watched my previous video, it's a few videos back, but it's where I did like a chit chat, get ready with me, first impressions of this foundation. You guys know that I absolutely loved it, and it's been my favorite foundation ever since I used it that day. It just looks so beautiful. I just can't describe how flawless it looks on the skin, and then when you set it with powder, like it it doesn't look like foundation. It just looks like really healthy skin, and it truly does look really good in pictures. I think it's only like $4. You can get it at Walmart, I think Target, maybe not, but I got mine at Walmart. You can also get it online at Ulta too if you're online there. For concealer, I'm just using my Maybelline Master Conceal, and basically I'm concealing, but I'm also highlighting with this at the same time. I use the shade Light. Cream contour, I always use this Wet n Wild contour stick in the shade Where's Walnut. It's a little darker than like a normal contour shade, but I really like it because when you blend it out, it just gives you a nice bronzed effect. And then when you set it with powder and then go over with powder bronzer, it just looks really flawless and really pretty. Taking the Ulta Pressed Powder in Banana, and I'm basically just gonna set my under eyes with this so they don't crease. And then I'm also gonna take this and set the center of my face where I put that concealer. I do this before I cream highlight because I don't want the banana powder to alter the appearance of the highlight, but I do it very lightly in the center, so pretty much on my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. I just do a really light layer so that way it sets, but that way so the cream highlight doesn't look cakey. Now I'm gonna set my entire face using the Coty Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just using a big powder brush. This is by Real Techniques. So now I'm gonna do brows, eyeliner, and I'm also gonna do lashes off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and finish my lower lash line and the rest of my face. Alright, so I did my brows, my eyeliner, and for eyelashes I applied the Vegas Nay lashes in Grand Glamour. This shade right here, which is called Jada, and it's this really pretty aqua color, and I'm basically just going to put this on my lower lash line right up against the root of my lashes just to kind of smudge out the eyeliner. And I'm going to take any one of those crease colors we used. I'm going to use Buns, and I'm going to blend out that lower lash line so it's not so harsh. I'm going to apply the shade in Light right here, and I'm going to put that directly in the inner corners of my eye. So now the eyes are finished, I just applied some bottom mascara, and I really like them. They're just really smoky, and I really like it. So I'm going to dabble into an OG palette, and this is the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm going to take the darkest shade right here, and we're basically just going to bronze our face with this. Now I'm going to use the Morphe E16, and I'm going to contour with no other than my Benefit Hoola. It's just like the perfect undertone for my skin tone. Very harshly draw on a contour line like this, and I get a little bit more product, and then I move the brush up and down along that contour line. So not only does it diffuse it, but it just kind of blends that product out into the bronzer. For blush, I'm going to take this NYX Baked Blush in the shade, it has like two names. It has Ignite / Passion, so I'm assuming that's the name, but it's just super, it's just more of a natural color, and so I'm just applying that to my cheeks. For highlighter, I'm taking the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in Be My Highlight. Beautiful beige toned highlight, and it's just so pretty. It doesn't emphasize texture, and applied over that cream looks really beautiful. On Cupid's bow, chin, nose, above the eyebrows, and then just dust the rest on my face. I applied that to my brow as well, but I'm going to set my face with the Mario Badescu facial spray, the rose water spray, and then I'm going to do my lip color. So for lips, you can do a nude if you want to, but I want to be really dramatic and do a dark lip. And I want to do like a dark burgundy lip with this green eye look because I think it would look super pretty. So I'm going to line my lips with this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Vintage. And then for lips, I'm sorry, I have lip liner on so it looks funny, but I'm taking the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Club Hopper. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. It's very late at night right now because I was in a rush when I got done filming and I kind of forgot about an outro, so we're doing that now. Hope you guys enjoyed this dark fall green smoky eye with the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's one of my favorites. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was winging it. I was winging it in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for new videos every week, and also to hit that little bell for notifications for when I upload. Also too, don't forget to follow my social media. It's always linked down below along with my Poshmark because I'm selling clothes. I'm gonna start selling old homecoming dresses that I had in high school that I really don't need anymore because I'm not in high school anymore. So if you guys want it, you can check it out. It'll always be linked down below. Bye guys!